The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here with brand new releases from none other than Titan Fitness. They have now added multiple colors to their Titan Series adjustable bench. Their premium top of the line bench coming at $489. And again, started off with this one only in black with these silver highlights and red handles. But now you can get blue, you can get orange, you can get red with black accents, as well as silver with black accents, and I think hidden here is white as well. So a number of new colors. That is something that I believe people really want. Now, I don't know if Titan Fitness's older clientele who initially bought this Titan Series adjustable bench in black with silver accents are going to be mad that they didn't have the option to get these colors, but I think that's where the home gym community is going. They want to be able to customize their specific gear so they don't have to have everything in black. They want some color, they want some coordination. Like most new home gym equipment releases, Titan Fitness, of course, has to do pre-order for some reason. Now, their pre-existing black is gonna ship on the 28th, which is right around the corner. But if you go with one of these newer colors and you get blue, you're looking at March, the middle of March, right across the board. Red ships in the middle of February. Most of the pre-orders that we have seen typically do ship later than estimated.
60% of the time, it works every time.
This is the way the home gym community is going in terms of higher levels of customization, even as simple as something as color. And we've seen this before. This is not new. If you look at Rogue Fitness, they did the same exact thing. They released their adjustable bench in all black and then quickly rolled out a different color scheme, different color options for people who might be interested. And I believe, again, it's one of those things. I'm sure the people that got it in black when that was the only option, they were happy at it at the time, but now that it comes out in new colors, they're probably wishing they had those color option choices. Now, Rep Fitness, probably one of the first companies to really expand their adjustable bench series in terms of colors. They went so far with the AB 5200 to basically have choose your own adventure. You can pick the frame and the rails separate of one another, giving you, I think, mathematically 36 different possible color options. And this one comes in as it stands at $504. If you go with the fixed, $500. So if you do a stare and compare between this, where you can pick a multitude of different colors, and I have this bench in my home gym, fantastic bench. You can get the adjustable post, which I have had, but I never seem to use. So I think might not be worth the $40 if you don't do decline anything. I personally think I would pay the extra $10 to get the Rep Fitness AB 5200. Not only can you pick your individual rack and your frame colors, giving you so many different options, but you are also going to get probably a higher quality bench because it's Rep Fitness. They tend to be a step above Titan, and they tend to have better customer service. On top of that, what Titan Fitness is known for is discounts. Typically, you can find like a 10% off coupon code, and usually they will run sales allowing you to double dip, which would bring this price point very much lower than the Rep Fitness if you got like a sale and combine that with the 10% coupon. However, right here, promo codes not eligible.
Damn!
And that is an absolute bummer, meaning that this $10 is accurate. It's only a difference of $10 between the AB 5200. Now, this is currently on pre-order, but it's literally, if you order it on the 24th, it's going to ship on the 26th. So that's not really a true pre-order. That's just like a couple of days from now. Now, one company that has not done any color options when it comes to their adjustable benches, and I think it's to their detriment, is Bells of Steel. When adjustable benches are literally a dime a dozen, every company has a number of them for sale.
Embarrassment of riches, as they say.
There's only 10 or 20,000 options on Amazon. People want to pick their color. They want a really good bench. And then on top of that, that's just not going to do it for them. They want to be able to specifically pick their color options. And while, as an example, this Buzzsaw heavy duty bench is certainly looks heavy duty and $450, I think a lot of people are going to rather spend the extra $50 to go with the AB 5200 that allows them to just kind of add a little pop. I want to know from you, comment down below, do you think that adding colors to equipment in terms of giving people and customers more options is something that more companies should do? Or do you think it's a bit of smoke and mirrors just trying to create a little more hype for a pre-existing product? Sticking with Titan Fitness, they have just released their own protein. Yes, home gym equipment companies these days seem to be branching out, trying to expand their brand, grab more market share, and when they have you on their website, sell you more fitness-related stuff.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Now, Titan Fitness used to be known for having the lowest prices out there, throwing sales and coupons. And I'll tell you, this is where they're going wrong. This isn't their own protein. This is just another company's protein that they're hosting on their website. The price point is very high. Just for reference, 2.5 pounds of whey protein concentrate for $54, and you can't use any more promo codes, is exceptionally high. Even though they're using grass-fed whey concentrate, it's not an isolate, which will cost more. And there are tons of established companies out there that will deliver great whey protein, isolate or concentrate, whichever you prefer, in terms of the product, in terms of the taste, as well as the fact that they are built and created in a GMP facility, third-party testing, and all that great stuff. So why would you go to a home gym company in order to buy overpriced protein? Now, before we knock Titan Fitness, they're not the only brand in home gym equipment to try to expand. We've seen Rogue. They sell tons of t-shirts. They also sell Crocs. Yes, that's right. Rogue has teamed up with Crocs to sell their own overpriced Rogue Croc that just has Rogue on the side, but you're going to be paying 2 times or even 2.5 times more than a typical Croc. It baffles the mind. Now, some companies do this really well in terms of expanding, and some companies do this poorly. Rep Fitness, as an example, they are one that did, in my opinion, half and half. So they originally came out with a whole bunch of t-shirts and clothing line, and some of it had American flags on it, some of it had the Rep logo, and the quality was high, and I think the products looked good. Unfortunately, the prices were high as well. Now, I am cheap as they come, but typically when the quality is high, I'll pay for a higher price. However, when it comes to clothing, as we know, clothing is a dime a dozen, super duper cheap, and the way they could have avoided this is 2 ways. Release that clothing with a lower price point to make it affordable and just get their name brand out there, give people a way to kind of build a community around their home gym products as well as their clothing. Or they could have gotten American-made clothing. There's tons of American-made clothing lines out there. They could have partnered with one of them and kept the prices right where they are, which is high, and simply delivered fantastic American-made clothing and kind of honed their product around the fact that it's American-made. Because believe it or not, in today's 2025, people do want to buy American-made products. Even if their price is a little bit higher, they are willing to pay a little more. But what they're not willing to do is pay a high price for a foreign-made product that they could just go to Old Navy and get a whole bunch for like $10 a piece. As home gym equipment companies surely try to expand their brand, yes, they're going to take some misses. They're going to do some stuff wrong, at least in my opinion. I have no professional business background. I can't even run a YouTube channel successfully. Now, one thing I think Rep Fitness has done right in terms of expanding their brand is their protein bar. Now, this is the purest protein bar. Their name is right on the box, which I like to see. And I've taste tested these. Both of these taste really good. They're not chalky. Here's what they do well, is that they actually have whole food. In terms of protein bars, most protein bars have junk ingredients, artificial sweeteners, poor, inferior protein. They got soy. They just got a whole bunch of junk in them, and then you eat them, and it's probably worse than eating a Snickers bar and tastes horrible. Now, this says protein bar, but it only delivers, I think the highest one is 12 grams per bar, which is fairly low. These really should be labeled as whole food bars, which is a good thing because there's not that many of those out there. And I think that's what people really need when they are on the go and they're looking for a snack or something to keep them out of the drive-thru. They want to go with something that has whole food in it, and they did it really well. I really like the ingredients panel on both of these. Just almost organic everything. The calories are good. The carbohydrates aren't that high. The sugars are relatively low compared to what an equivalent whole food bar or even a protein bar would be. And overall, I just think it is really good. As if you're looking for macros, I think the better macros are in the chocolate versus the honey peanut. I thought the honey peanut tasted slightly better than the chocolate just because it had a little bit more of a crunch. But overall, I think this is the way to go because it's more of a niche product. It's more of something that you would use on the go. You're not going to use it every day like a whey protein. You're going to use it, throw it in the backpack on the go. You can't get real food, but you want whole food. You pop one of these and it kind of bridges the gap between when you can get home and cook yourself up something nice. Fringe Sport making some really nice steady waves in the community. And I've been taking notice. One thing they did is they put a lifetime warranty on their bumper plates right here. These Savage plates look good. They're thinner than your typical standard generic dollar per pound bumper plate that you're gonna get at Walmart. And now they have a lifetime warranty. Now Fringe has been around for a while, which is good, meaning that they're not just gonna roll up shop and leave you high and dry. But the other reason I like this is because when it comes to bumper plates, people don't break bumper plates. I know there's this weird misconception that people will break bumper plates, the rings will get warped and this and that. Unless you're in a commercial CrossFit gym where those bumper plates are gonna be taking tons of drops daily, you're never gonna have a problem with any bumper plates, even the budget ones. But the fact that they're willing to put a lifetime label on it, I think speaks very highly of Fringe Sport. Another thing Fringe Sport has done is upgrade their Wonder Bar. And that's really nice because people loved this bar previously. And now they have since upgraded it. And there's 2 videos with Peter Keller. He is the owner of Fringe Sport. This dude is a gem in the community. I love watching anything he produces. It's always instantly a classic. But they also upgraded their stainless steel bar, which I'm happy to see. Now, for those of you that are cheap like me, you look at the price of stainless steel barbells and you're like, why would I bother? It's just so expensive, right? Especially when Cerakote, for all intensive purposes, is going to be just as durable as stainless steel in any type of environment with regards to rust and wear and all that stuff. I will tell you from personal experience, and I'm super cheap, when I put my hands on a stainless steel barbell or a stainless steel handle, you notice the difference. And quite honestly, I think whenever there's a stainless steel option out there, I will be ponying up the extra money. That's just me, but from my experience, and I was an absolute stainless steel hater until I got my grubby mitts on that bar and feel how good the knurling is, how much of a difference it is not having a coating on the knurling. Now, one thing Bells of Steel has done in terms of customization is build your own deadlift platform. Now, for those of you that are powerlifters that deadlift often, man, you go down a rabbit hole when it comes to these platforms. But there is something for everyone on this. You can get 1 layer, you can get 3 layers, you can get it ultra wide, ultra thick, any way you want it, you can get it. Obviously, you've got to pay the man his money if you want to get something super premium. But for those of you that are in an apartment and you're deadlifting with people underneath you and you really need something to stop the noise, but you don't want to just have some fugazi setup, you can build it. You can get like a 3-layer cake of deadlift platform with these noise canceling drop pads, and boom. I really like to see this. It is more of a niche product because a lot of people in their home gyms aren't deadlifting so often that they need a dedicated pad. And if you have bumper plates, you don't even need this at all. But for those of you that are looking to deadlift consistently and you have the space, this is going to be right up your alley, especially if you're running like a powerlifting program or even doing 5-3-1. This would be ideal. And the level of customization is through the roof on this one. And that's really what home gym people want. They want customization. Everyone's got different price points. Everyone's got different spaces and everyone has different lifting styles. They want to be able to get something that is literally like built for them. And you can do this with the weightlifting platform if that's your bag. This video is already running too long. If you want to support the channel, check the links out in the description. Now, those are free. But another thing that is also free is watching these 2 epic home gym videos next. As usual, thanks for watching and don't save anything for the trip back.